realised. It's a Friday night. Not too far. Whispering. Okay. Enough of that. Put this aside now. Right. Move that a little closer. If you're wondering what the deal is with that mess behind me, ignore it. That doesn't exist. That's not real. That's your eyes tricking you. But, hello everyone. Welcome. See. Hello to Ground Zone. Greetings. Hello, Horrid Lorry 4. Hello, Nathan. We don't talk about Bruno, so please don't. I make no promises. What the hell, 7 viewers already? Damn. I know that's not much, but it's much for like... That's a lot. These streams don't usually start with a lot of viewers. Woohoo. I hope you people are happy to be here. Hope you're looking forward to having some fun. I want to have some fun. We lost a viewer. Someone doesn't want to have fun. That's their loss. But, right. Let's stay hydrated. Hydration's good. But, yeah. Here again. I don't know how long the stream's gonna go for. Probably not too long. I hope. But, right. Time to once again bully Cedric for kissing a toy train. Let's not. But, there will be no kissing in this live stream. There will just be me looking at toy trains and probably talking about stuff. But, since you bring that up, I should acknowledge it has been a while since the last stream. It's been a while since I made really any sort of content. This was kind of a dry year for this channel. But I won't go too into the details, but kind of been struggling with a lot of personal stuff, which I'm trying to get sorted out now. But I'll spare you most of the details because it's not pretty. But yeah. Anyway, we're here to look at toy trains, and I think I'm just gonna wait for a bit, see if anyone else wants to join. So active people are in the chat. And we will talking toy trains, try and move my chair so I'm more comfortable. You probably got a brief glimpse of some stuff behind me that I might talk about, because I have made a few customs. I've made a few customs since the last stream. And also purchased quite a few things. I bought a few things before Christmas Eve, but I haven't opened them yet because I wanted to save them for a stream. So we'll get to those in a bit. So, I hope everyone watching this had a good Christmas, or Hanukkah, or whatever holiday you celebrate. Honestly, hope you had a good time. Mine was mixed, personally, but again, I'll go into details. Just waiting to see if anyone wants to say something. Shout out to the Trackmaster Mallard in the lower corner. You saw that, huh? Damn. You've got a good eye. God damn. Here's all showing off. Yeah, here's a Mallard I'm working on. Been working on it for a couple months now, but kept kind of putting it off. It's getting a bit of dust on it now. It's made from a Trackmaster 2 Spencer that I got because it was on clearance. But here's the tender. It's the regular Trackmaster 2 tender, but I'm replacing it with an older Trackmaster tender that I got in a lot a while back, but I need to buy some more blue paint, waiting for some to arrive at the store. I get it from Sir Mallard's on hold currently. But for the most part, the body is done. I added these little skirt things, don't know what they're called, but they're cool. The runs. I changed the face, added some putty to give him like different mouth and eyebrows to sort of differentiate him from Spencer a bit. I also, of course, gave him some some Play-Rail traction tires, so he runs on the Tomy track better. Filed down the tab as well. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this is looking so far. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting it done soon. I'd like to do that hopefully sometime next month. Let me check the comments. I'm not ready for when King of the Railway in Season 17 turn 10 next year. Same. I'm currently scratch building an Ertl Scruffy out of base wood as a gift for a friend. I saw your community post and it inspired me. Oh. Well, thanks. And I hope it turns out well, and I hope your friend likes it. The Great Mallard custom, by the way. Thank you. Glad you like it. Now, yeah. Speaking words. I can't do that. But, I'm not about to dig out everything that I've bought in the last few months because, yeah, it's a lot and I don't want to talk about it. Nice to see you again, mate. Thank you. Nice to see all you again. Every episode of Thomas, but without anything railway related. I don't know where to begin with that one. But, show some things off. Most recently, I got an adventure set, the one that came with Reg. I'm planning on modifying this Reg to have him work with my Trackmaster engines. Probably going to change the claw as well, because this one's kind of pathetic looking. So we've got the two little pint set thingies. Also going to give him more detail. Cut these off, put him on a set of wheels. I bought a lot which came with some Tomy flatbeds that arrived today. But I'm not going to show them off yet because I still haven't cleaned them. I like to clean anything that I buy used because I'm a germaphobe, but you know, whatever. As the stuff that I did get. Wait, are you thinking of making Shane? Shane, not the Great Race Shane, the Diesel Shane. You mean the one from Sodor the Modern Years? I don't make OCs. Well, I do. I make my OCs, and sometimes friends' OCs, but I don't like to make fandom OCs. It's the same reason I don't make characters like Richard. Yes. Okay. But, yeah, to answer your question, I won't make Shane. Sorry to disappoint. As I was saying, as for some things that came today, would you believe me if I told you that I do wooden railway content? You wouldn't think so with how many Trackmaster-related things I've done this year, but hopefully next year I want to get back into working on Cedric Legends, and I'm buying a few more wooden railway things to complete the collection, and also just stuff I think would be neat to have. Like I got this Big Jigs engine, this, I was just curious because I haven't, yeah, in 2014. But, yeah, this is the Big Jigs Metropolitan Railway number 1. I just bought this because I saw someone on eBay had it and they offered combined postage for a bunch of other stuff, so I thought, hey, I'll pick it up. It's nice to have another random engine, maybe for background stuff. So it is kind of a nice looking thing. I like big tank engines, they're cool. No way. Next you'll tell me you have a wooden railway series. Wouldn't that be insane? What about Albert? Railway series Albert. From Thomas and Victoria. Yeah, I plan on making him in Trackmaster eventually. I just need to find a whiff for cheap. And welcome, Dookie. Yeah. That's on the internet forever now. I hope you people are happy. But moving on. Along with that, all from the same seller, I got a Wooden Railway Caroline. Because, I don't know, again, had it for cheap and I thought, why not? It's in pretty good condition. Nothing for collection. Plus, I've always kind of had a soft spot for Caroline. She's neat. It's nice to have another car. Yeah, not really much else to her. She's an okay model. Mine's cross-eyed though. I'm not sure if that's a factory error or if that's just how they all come. But whatever. Are you eager for next year? Me, I'm kinda nervous. I'm nervous, honestly, because there's a lot that I have to go through next year. I have to... Well, I'll be moving house next month. So... Again, I'm gonna be keeping people waiting for Sudrick Legends, but once I'm settled in my new place, I'm gonna hopefully have a proper studio and stuff set up, and I'm gonna have an area to film, and I will start working on more Sudrick Legends episodes. And also other stuff like custom spotlights, and other little bits and pieces, things trying to be a bit more active, because I didn't upload much this year, and I want to change that next year. So yeah. In my mum's car, vroom vroom. Caroline's light eyes are creepy if you think about it for too long. Yeah, kinda. I don't know. They're unique. I don't know, I kinda dig them. They work for her. They're weird on Bulgy, though. I don't like them on Bulgy. Sweet Caroline. Yeah. And lastly, the least impressive of the 3 wooden things I got this yellow Soda Line caboose. Because it just felt like it. I have a bunch of red ones. Might as well get something in there for variety. It's a neat novelty, I suppose. Do you like Frank Miller or even like Frank Miller's stuff? He does comics, writes films, and directs. Then he went cuckoo bananas, not goddamn cuckoo bananas. What? I am not familiar with Frank Miller or his works. I'm sorry. So I can't say. The yellow one is pretty unique, honestly. Yeah. Like, I almost passed up on it, but then I figured that they seem kind of hard to come by, at least where I'm from. So, why not? This is again just another breakdown for me to have in videos, which will be helpful. There's some other stuff which is kind of packed away at the moment. Let's grab that. I saw some comments again. Gotta treat yourself. You're absolutely right, Dookie. And treat myself I shall. I am an adult with adult money, and I buy adult things like toy trains. But I found this on eBay a few weeks ago, this Imaginarium engine, and you probably know what I'm gonna do with this. So it's, well, not what's that I will be turning these into certain characters and potentially using them in my series. I'm gonna put them back now. interested. OMG Season 5 Pip and Emma. Free firewood, no! Yellow Pip and Emma. I'm not gonna keep them yellow. I'm gonna... But yeah, I'm turning them into Pip and Emma. What are your thoughts on the new characters from Egg? I have not watched Egg, so I cannot say. Sorry. But, go adults buying toys instead of acting their age. Yeah, how dare they? Will you make a Peel God Red electric engine? Probably not. I'm not interested in the Peel God Red branch, to be honest. And I don't know what I'd really do with those engines. It was a joke. Yeah, I know, I got it. But anyway, something I also got, which I can't hold off on showing, was I got this die-cast steamroller. This Matchbox steamroller. It may remind you of a certain someone. Like, you know, he kind of looks like a very famous character, you know. I think from Bob the Builder, you know, Rolly. That guy looks just like this. He's, you know, I can't really think of any other steamroller that anyone would know. Buster! Yeah, it's Buster. But yeah, no, I bought this. I also have an Ertl George coming in the mail soon, which I'm going to put his face on the front, and then this is going to be a George, which I will use with my Trackmaster engines. I did actually get an Ertl George last month, but I lost the face. I cut it off and it flung across my room. I couldn't find it, so I just bit the bullet and got another one, and maybe I'll turn the body into some background thing. I have plans for this, though. I've already taken the sticker off of the roof, and I'm gonna do some fun stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, good old rail hater himself, of his Matchbox George. No, it's Trevor. Just needs a face and he's perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna give him one. Where are you, little Jimmy? Okay. It's so strange that we never got a Trackmaster George despite getting a Trackmaster Buster. Yeah. Kind of a shame they never made George. I'd imagine if Trackmaster made George, they probably would have done him in the same way as Trevor and Caroline and Terrence, like all those kind of put on the flatbeds and stuff. That would have been cool, but oh well. George and Buster can never exist in the same range. Damn. That just reminds me that I still don't have Buster and I want him. One day I will have him. But today is not that day. Kinda weird too, they made Stepney and Scotsman but not Wilbert and Trackmaster Otomi for them. Well, Trackmaster doesn't really make Railway Series characters, so it's not too surprising, honestly. Because, like, remember, they didn't make Mike until he appeared in Lost Treasure. And, like, yeah, basically, yeah, honestly, what I'm saying is, yeah, I'm not surprised that Wilbert wasn't made, because unlike Wooden Railway or Ertl, Tomy always seemed to just be a TV series exclusive. Yeah, Trackmaster sticks to TV series. Wilbert's actually a real engine from a real railway. Yeah, I know, but in terms of Thomas, he was only ever in the Railway series and never once in the show. So again, I don't see why I know about the real Wilbert. What I'm saying is, since his stories were never adapted in the show, they didn't make him. Like, I know he's a Never forget that if Ertl was still around, we'd have a complete Arlesdale fleet, at least for the ones that appeared in the books. Yeah, that stuff happened, leak of Ertl Mike and the truck and the narrow gauge coaches. That would have been cool. I'd have loved that. But oh well. Which reminds me, someone asked earlier what are my thoughts on the Coldy Fell engines. I like them. Mountain Railway is neat, although most of the characters don't really have anything to them. Yet they didn't make characters like Daisy, Derek, Fergus, etc. You know, fair enough. But also, I could see really later on, Tomy just had a thing against making diesels. I'm not sure how well they could make Fergus work. And then of course, as for Trackmaster, it eventually got to the point where they just made, like, no one. Well, do I like the Coldy Fell engines? Love Lord Harry and Wilfred. Yeah, I do. I was always interested in the Coldy Fell engines because I had their Ertl models growing up. I wanted to know more about them, and it was neat because I found audio recordings of them on YouTube. And I got to learn that there was more than just those three. And so if I touch my glass, I think my glasses are like messed up. They're not staying in place. But I think Coldy Fell is cool. It didn't really need all those engines on it when they weren't gonna do much, but you know, they're nice. I like the stories, and yeah, there's not much to say about Coldy Fell. They didn't do much of it in the books, but I like it. The idea of a mountain railway is really cool. I like also having all these characters that aren't really connected to anyone else. It's interesting. I feel like I was gonna say something else, but I kind of forgot. Whoopsie. Right, I'm gonna go put these other things aside, and then I will probably talk a bit about customs. Hey, I'm back. That didn't take long. Oh wait. What's the stupidest thing ever? A bad guy who likes jewelry because it's a shiny thing, or Thomas and Friends fans crying in the corner because of egg? What? Okay. I mean, I don't know, there are probably stupider things than that, but neither are particularly smart. I don't know. But, custom time. This one's not finished, but Wooden Railway Patrick, or Lord Harry, it's dusty. So, I haven't touched this in a while, because I haven't been able to do the lining. I wanted to get one of those small paint pens to do it, but I've been unable to find one. I tried to order one online, but it got lost in the mail, so I just kind of had this thing on hold. I imagine Fergus would have come with 2 stone trucks and he would be unpowered and pushed by a motorized stone truck. Yeah, maybe. It could work. Maybe they could have him come with the rock crusher. I don't know. Dude, you didn't answer the question, also oh cool. I don't know how to answer the question, that's why I didn't. I don't know what to tell you, man. No. I don't remember, I think I showed this off in the last live stream, but I made a Sydney. like a few months ago earlier in this year, and now to keep him company, in October I made Norman. And he's pretty simple, just repaint a Dennis. The face is clay, made from a mold of the Taken Play one. I want to try and replace it at some point if I can get another, because I'm not really pleased with it. But other than that, I like how this model looks. This was a fun one to do. Put those both aside. When is Subject Legends Episode 9 coming out? That's a good question. Anyway. I made it. I don't know when episode 9's coming out. I don't know what to tell you. I've still gotta work on it, but you know, it'll take a while. What's scarier, a screaming head at the front door, or a jelly bean with Reboot Thomas on it? What? I mean, the head, I guess. I wouldn't be scared if I saw a jelly bean with Reboot Thomas on it. I'd just be like, whoa, how'd they do that? I don't know. Can you print stuff on jelly beans? I don't know. Anyway, these are the museum coaches from the Hit era. I was inspired to make them because of the Bachmann models coming out, and because Bachmann Ryan was announced, and I really just wanted to see what he looked like pulling them. I didn't want to wait for him, so I ended up getting these coaches in a lot, and I was like, yeah, I'll make them. And so I made them. The roofs aren't great. There's like a bit of pink on the edges because some of the brown paint bled onto the white, and when I covered it up, it showed a bit of pink, so I've tried painting it over as best as I can. It's not great, but it's whatever. I'm happy with these. They look good behind pretty much anyone, honestly. But I like how they look behind Ryan. Sad face. Sorry, dude. I don't know when Subject Legends is coming back, but I want it to. Hopefully next year, or the year after that. I don't know. Favorite actors from Thomas and non-Thomas? I don't know. Honestly, I don't really have a favorite actor. I've never thought of who would be a favorite. But, I think. I don't know. Plans to make a Robinson Atlantic? No. No. I don't really make random real life engines for the sake of making them. Sorry. While I try to think of the answer to the voice actor question, I'll continue with customs. I made Timothy. I did this in November, and kind of revealed it on Twitter earlier this month, because apparently December 16th, 2012 is the year the original creepypasta for him was published, so this little fuck is now 10 years old. I don't like that. I don't like feeling old. I meant as an OC. I could, but I'm not sure if I will. I don't know what kind of character I would make right now. But if I feel like I want to make a character that kind of engine, then I will. But yeah, this Timothy was made from a Trackmaster Thomas, the kind you'd get in the Shake Shake Bridge set. It was kind of sun damaged, so I didn't feel guilty about it. Let's see, I didn't give him a number because I want this to be my own take on him for a certain video I have planned to hopefully release in the future. I also painted this sidewads black to contrast against the silver because I thought it looked cool. I might change the face, I'm not sure yet. Did all the lining with Posca pens. And yeah, he's that's it. He's very loud. I need to get some grease on his gears. But yeah, that's the Timothy. I'm happy with him. Is the Cedric Legends Quest 89 crossover and Cedric Legends 0 cancelled? No, neither of them are cancelled. It's just going to be a while before I can start working on them. Favorite Christmas specials? Shake Shake Bridge Set Thomas is the best Trackmaster Thomas besides the wobbly front wheel, in my opinion. I mean, mine's wheels weren't wobbly. He works just fine. But yeah, it's a good Thomas. I like it. I still kind of prefer the OG one though. Because maybe that's just nostalgia talking. But I don't know. This one is a cool Thomas though. I like it. Still pissed that the arches on the new Trackmaster Thomas toys are off-based. Off-base? Well, wait, what do you mean? Wait. On the new Trackmaster toys. Wait, do you mean like they don't line up with the wheel? Because I think I've seen that's a problem with the Trackmaster 2 Thomas. Anyway, I mean the wheel arches on the new Thomas doesn't line up, yeah. Okay, this is off topic, but why did Turtles go bye-bye off the internet? That is off topic. You shouldn't really be asking me that. I'm not sure if I'm the right person to talk about this, to be honest, but look, you know, basically, that's kind of a good reason that Turtles isn't around anymore. Same for his content, but again, I'm not sure if I should be the one to talk about it, and I don't really feel like talking about it in this stream, because it's a sensitive subject, and I don't think it's my place to, it's sensitive. But moving on. My Thomas that came with the Trackmaster BMQ set has a wobbly wheel. I don't know if it's mine, if it's just aging. Oh. Well, sorry about that. What terrible series do you wish went bye-bye from the world? Well, I don't know. There's this one that I don't know if many people have heard about it, but I'm just not a big fan. There's one called Thomas the Tank Engine. I wish that wasn't around. But, I don't know. I don't think there's any series that needs to just go away. I mean, even if I don't enjoy a certain show, there are other people out there that do. They're all valid. And, Give me just a second. Okay. Back. Alright. Thing open and black words. Anyway, back to customs. Moving on from Timothy, we have Timothy. Timothy the China clay engine. I gave him moving side rods. And also one of his buffers was broken off when I got it, so I cut it off and glued 2 new ones in its place. That I got from Shane's tender. Because a lot of Trackmaster 2 engines have buffers on the front of their tender for some reason. Other than that, basically, yeah, I cut away into the body, extended the wheels out using extra bits from a spare Thomas, and just kind of put these wheels on there. He's kind of loud when I hold him like this, but he's quite like this. And also, the camera's not angled right. But whatever, take my word for it. He runs fine. He's quiet. Favorite show or movie that isn't Thomas related? Not sure about a show, but I think one of my favorite movies is probably Back to the Future. I haven't watched it in a while, but do you know that's a lie. I rewatched Back to the Future recently when my Wi-Fi went out. Back before my TV got fucked. But yeah. Do you wish extinct animals, not dinosaurs, didn't go bye-bye from the world, like dodo birds or Tasmanian tigers or whatever? Yeah, I think it's especially sad if animals go extinct. Especially if it's due to humans. Like, yeah, basically, it's unfortunate knowing that animals go extinct. Don't like it. Don't you have the prototype of Wooden Railway, Timothy? Yes, I do. He is packed away right now, so I will not be bringing him out. I'm gonna try and speed this up. We're over half an hour in now, and I haven't even gotten to the unboxing part of this stream. But as for other customs, this is a regular Trackmaster Stanley, and this is a Stanley shell, which I covered in glow-in-the-dark paint, based off the cancelled Spooky Stanley that never got made in Trackmaster. It's neat. I don't know how well it'd show up on camera, but if my light wants to cooperate with me... There we go. Oh, I can kind of see it. There we go. There's Stan. Look at him. I also have another glow-in-the-dark thing right here. A troublesome truck that I made into kind of like a ghost truck to go with him. Okay, this one's glow is not as obvious on the camera. But, oh well. You get the idea. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. They even made a Transformers crossover with a Transformer that transforms into the DeLorean itself from Back to the Future, I mean. Did not know about that. That's neat. Okay. Anyway, as for customs, if you were around in my last stream, you probably already saw this. But in case you didn't, here is my pug. Whoops. He has no battery in him anymore, so he kind of slides out. But yeah, that's my pug. Made from a Ben of a Percy boiler, or a Bill of a Percy boiler, I don't remember which. And shortly after that stream ended, I made a Ginty to go with him. And it's very dusty still. I need to clean it. Again, it's a Thomas modified, cut away the side tanks, change the splashes. It has a Peter Sam face. Clay firebox. Change bunker. Percy chassis with the cylinders. The cylinders removed. But yeah, that's Ginty. So now Pug is no longer alone. A quick lightning round of custom wagons. Right. Work in progress, old slow coach. Made from the Steam Along Annie. I still need to get a face for it and I need to do the gold lining. But I'm happy with this so far. Here's Elsie, Toby's luggage van from the Railway series. Or, well, from Audrey's layout, but was never in the books. I gave her a little Season 1 truck style face, because I thought it looked nice. Made from a Trackmaster 2 mail van. So she is teeny. And yeah, that's her. And speaking of trucks, other things I got packed away here. I'll also look at the comments. I actually made my own version of Pug. He's half an OC, half the Railway series character. His name is Terry. Neat. What do you think of the Big World episode Hunt the Truck? I liked it. It's really cool. It's a fun story. Nice to have Bill and Ben in the spotlight, and also neat to see them interacting with Edward for the first time in the CGI series. And also, it's fun seeing Edward do something other than worry or, like, be the wise one to dispense wisdom. No, Edward likes to fuck around. It's fun. But anyway, also, here's a Season 1 truck. Just got some paper stickers, stuck them on there, and boom. It's simple, but I'm happy with it. And we are dropping in viewers. Oh well. Oh wait, fuck. Eventually I handed them off to my friend Shay at Trainboy17, who also voiced him. Cool. I hope they enjoy having them all. Here are some more trucks. I made Rickety. Not that impressive, it's just one of these blue trucks that Trackmaster made in the Hit Toy era. With the flipping coal or tool load. I just stuck a wooden railway face on there. OMG Rickety! Big Rickety fan in the chat. Hope you enjoy this. And I also made Fred. Fred Pelham. Not Pelhay, apparently. But yeah, again, he's simple. He's just a regular orange truck. I think this came with the green salty that I for some reason bought in 2012. But yeah. I'm not a Rickety fan, but I like Rickety. Okay. I like the face I did for Fred here. Kind of Season 1 styled, and I also gave him these huge, odd eyebrows. And I like it. Wooden Railway lied to us about his name. That they did. They also lied about what he carries. Because he's a ballast truck, not a coal truck.
Everything you know up to this point has been a lie. Okay, anyway, going off with Fred, we also have the ULP van. This is just a generic Trackmaster van that I got in a lot. Painted it pink, painted the roof grey, put this little Season 1 style face on it. I like it. And to go with it, I made a ULP open wagon, as seen in mainline engines that Bill and Ben are pulling around. So there we go. Kind of this little annoyed face. I love this truck. I love that face. Are you thinking of making S. Miller from Terrier 55 Stepney? I don't know what that is, but if it is a character made by another fan, then no, I will not make it. I don't make fandom OCs. But anyway, I also have this brown brake van, because I got a lot of a bunch of Tomy brake vans months ago and I want to do some stuff with them. So here's a one that's brown instead of grey. I also made another brown brake van, but this one is based off how it looked in the Railway series, specifically in the Stepney book. Got the red lining on the side here, silver buffers, painted handrails there, and nice little bit of extra variety. He's a truck, okay. Well, still, my point stands. If it's a character made by someone else in the fandom, I probably won't make him. Thoughts on Bradford the Brake Van? I haven't watched his episode in a while, but I remember liking it when it came out. He's a neat character. He's unique, I suppose. Well, I guess he's... yeah. Brett... fuck, yawn. I guess it's also cool to just have another brake van character. So, yeah, Bradford's neat. Though, again, I haven't watched anything with him in a long time, so I can't say for sure. Moving some stuff off my table so I can get to the main part of this whole thing. Fuck, go back. Toad's still my number one. Okay. I like Toad. Toad is cool. Thoughts on Sonic the Steam Engine? Well, I'm not even really interested in Sonic the Hedgehog, so I've not paid much attention to people turning him into a train, sorry to say. So, real quickly, as customs, I have these orange coaches. They're, of course, just a bunch of Annies and Clarabelles redone. I have two more. They're packed away. You don't really need to see them. Ooh. You didn't see that. They're orange coaches. Nothing too special. The songs in Frontiers are raw as hell, though. Yeah, I'm not interested in Sonic, but I do like the music. I do really like the songs from Sonic Frontiers. I've listened to a few of them. Find Your Flame is a fucking banger. do you think 16 should have been redeemed as Sheffield or stuck in the shed for pieces? Well, for one, Sheffield ain't canon. But what is canon is the fact that 16 did go to a heritage railway, I guess, if he's even real. Who knows, Wilbert could have just made him up, but... I don't know, I don't think he deserved to just be stripped down to pieces just for, like, that one accident. That's not the worst thing an engine could do, I guess. Lastly, I'll get these out. I recently got some more Trackmaster engines. I have this Duke, and I have this Henry. Both of these are knockoffs. And I'm thinking, for one, obviously, I'm gonna customize them. Because I gotta do some work for Duke. Gotta paint his buffer beam, add some more detail. Fix his face, because there's a big chip there. Before I do that, I want to do a video talking about these knockoffs, giving my thoughts on them. And so just try to explain the ins and outs where I kind of take them apart and show what there is to them. I've had a few people on Twitter tell me they'd be interested in seeing that. So expect a video like that sometime soon, hopefully. Side, and then we'll get ready for the main show. I'm literally a Sonic fan, lol. Good for you. Could you do a vid that teaches us how to make Gordon and Ryan's shed? You think I remember how to make Gordon and Ryan's shed? I don't know, I don't know why anyone out there would want to, like, recreate their shed, but, you know. Who'd be that stupid to sell knockoffs in stores or say get her done? What? Well, knockoffs aren't sold in actual stores. I got them online. Most of them come from online, and any that are in stores are in always more shifty places. I don't know what to say about what else you said. But anyway, there's probably so much more I could talk about and show off, but as I said, I want to keep this stream a little bit short. So, I meant stores to drive to. Well, yeah, as I said, you don't really see knockoffs in those kind of stores, and if you do, they're in pretty shifty places. I saw a McQueen bootleg toy at a mall yesterday. Oh, okay then. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right places. Then again, I don't actively go looking for knockoffs, so... Anyway, I'm going to talk about stuff. I bought some things that I'm going to show off to you people. Here I have the push-along All Engines Go Emily. The motorized Percy and Bruno pack. And the big one, the Sodor Cup Racers pack. I'll probably save... Fuck. I'm not even interested in knockoffs. Yo, same. But also, along with all these stuff, all this stuff, I have the tool to open them. So, yeah, you saw in the thumbnail I have this crowbar. I got it for customs. I will put that aside. If some of you might probably want to see me try to open them with the crowbar, but I don't want to risk it. Yeah. I'll open Emily first, because that's the least interesting thing here. I already have a push-along Emily, but I bought this other one because I want to actually use it for a custom. What that custom is, you'll just have to wait and see. But I guess I'll also talk about the Emily, because I never really talked about the one I got before. I picked up a lot of the All Engines Go push-alongs just to see what they're like. I haven't talked about them. Like Gordon, Bruno, Hero, and Kenji, and they're alright. Okay, Emily's out. Put that aside. Yeah, here's Emily. She's fat. No real nice way for me to put it. This model's very big and chunky. The tender also seems way too small. But then I haven't watched the show. I don't know. Maybe that's accurate. What's interesting is that she has actual cab windows cut out. I don't think any die-cast engine has ever had that before. She also has both her safety valve and whistle molded in, which is cool. Shame this kind of effort wasn't put into the CGI toys, but oh well. It's also weird because she has this thing, like most of the characters, where the wheels are the same color as her instead of being grey with printing on them. But then the big wheel does have the printing, it's grey, and there's no consistency. The middle wheel can roll, but it doesn't touch the track. Yes, it does. The one I have, it touches the track just fine. Like hell, I'm rolling this one on a flat surface and it works. Yeah. It's also weird because her buffer beam is printed on at the front there. It's also printed on at the back. It's not done on her tender though. Kinda disappointing. Tender has a little tail lamp there, which is kinda neat. There's nothing really in the cab, but I don't think there's anything in the cab in the show, so it's whatever. The face is alright, I guess. Though on this one it seems to be a bit misprinted. And of course, she has her name on the bottom. She also has a rivet in the middle holding in her boiler, but everything else is held in by screws. I'll have to do some drilling when I take this apart. Also, I'm not sure, because I haven't taken it apart, but I think that these big wheels are all just one big plastic piece, because they both spin together. I think they're just like two wheels and an axle connected. But I know, I'll have to wait and see when I get to that. But yeah, that's Emily. Not the most remarkable item in the range, but probably not the worst. Put it aside. Okay. Who knew that a few years back the fandom was an outrage over Egg only to start liking it years later? It's pretty nuts. Not really years later. Literally, the show came out a year after we found out about it, and people started liking it. But hell, probably not even a year. It might have been earlier than that. I don't keep track of that stuff. Iron Duke custom. Mayhaps. Is it okay if I wrote online novels set in the Cedric Legends universe? What kind of novels would you even write? Why do you want to write... Why do you want to... I'm confused. I mean... Like, adventure... I know, I'm just confused. Also, why would you want to put it in the Cedric Legends universe? Like, why don't you just want to make your own universe? I'm not saying no, I guess, as long as I get credit for the fact that it's my universe you want to write in. I'm just kind of just confused, I suppose. Writing fanfics based on Cedric Legends sounds like something that would happen in the Letter in universe. You know what? Fair enough. God. But, anyway. I'll move on now. Like, say, for one, Duck shrinks down Ryan and Gordon. Ryan has to go to an old friend who he hates for help. I mean, sure, I guess. I don't get what would make a person want to do that, but like, I'm not gonna stop you. Live your dreams, buddy. Anyway, now that that's done, I'm gonna open up Percy and Bruno. So, let's get to work. Okay. No. There's a part of me that wanted to jokingly start bashing it with the crowbar, but I actually want to keep the box for storage reasons. So, maybe another day I'll film a video of me hitting stuff with it. Instead, I will open this the old-fashioned way with a pair of scissors. Other people probably use knives, but whatever. But cutting tape, you can do that with anything. Oh, maybe you could do it with your fingernails if you don't cut them for long enough. I don't know what I'm talking about. What? Blah. Ray is losing their mind. Right. Anyway, let's look at Percy and Bruno. I'm not a big fan of the motorized range for All Engines Go. I think the push-alongs are way better. But I did kind of want to pick this up at most because I'm interested in Bruno. I haven't watched his episode yet. I do kind of want to. But, I thought of picking up just to see what it's like, because I also want to make a custom at some point. I want to make a custom Trackmaster Bruno. As a sort of, what would he look like in the style of the old series. So, yeah, also, hey, I got a regular truck. So I can use that. Maybe I'll think of something to do with the Percy, too. But anyway, let's get this up. Is that a hair? Okay, no, it's a bit of plastic? What is this? I think this is like a strand of plastic in the box. Okay. I just saw someone's message get deleted. I don't know what that said originally. But oh well. It is a mystery. Alright, let's get this open. Quality control on toys in general is wacky. Yeah, that's kind of how it's been for a few years now. Do you want to know a fact about Bruno? Sure. Go ahead. Give me that good Bruno lore. There. Maybe I should have gotten a knife. Actually, I got some knife blades right here. I only started to notice this year. Okay. Okay. For any youngins who, for some reason, are watching this, remember, be careful with knives. They aren't toys. Oh, that's much better. There we go. Now we're talking. Bruno is the first character in TTE to have autism like myself. Well, I already knew that Bruno was autistic. That's kind of why I'm interested in him, because I'm also autistic. Like, wasn't Theo meant to be autistic as well? I remember people making a big deal out of that. Like, I always kind of got this vibe that Merlin might be autistic as well, and I know it's become very popular recently for a lot of people to believe that Duck might be autistic, which I could buy. I remember seeing a thing where apparently some of the crew members who work on All Engines Go have noticed that fans consider Duck autistic and actually considered bringing him into the show because of it, which is kind of funny. But anyway, put that aside. Oh no, don't let that fall. Okay, anything in the comments? No. Alright, here is Percy and Bruno. Look at the truck first. The truck is the least impressive thing here. Yeah, it's neat. Comes with a grey tarp. This is the exact same one that you get with Gator. I know because I got Gator back in when he first came out. And I think this is just a standard truck. Based off the CGI line because it has the wheels with spokes and also the gears on them, which sucks. It has a hole at the back here because I think this is just like the old truck models slapped onto the updated chassis with these built-in couplings. It's weird. I like it though. It's got like this interesting kind of bluish color. I don't know, it's nice. I like. And it's nice to have another plain truck. As for Percy, it's actually got a bit of weight to him. I think this is just a standard Percy. The only difference is maybe the face. I don't own a regular Percy because I don't really collect this stuff. But yeah, he's alright. Again, he's very tall. Let's check this the engine compared to. Yeah, conveniently, I have a Trackmaster 2 Percy right here. Large. And of course, it's got that ridiculously long coupling. That's about. He's very simplified. Very chunky boy. I don't know what's over his face. He looks kind of concerned. He's just like, oh no, what's going on? Then we'll see. The holes in his wheels for some reason. Yeah, I've not got much to say about this one. It's just very basic. So, also, his smoke box is loose, just like my Thomas. I don't know why am I getting so unlucky with these? Oh well. But yeah, that's Percy. No, nothing too special, just regular Percy. On the side. As for the real star of the show here, we have Bruno. Okay. His coupling kind of getting buried by the body there. And he's very wide, I'm also realizing. And his wheels are a lot smaller than I was expecting. It's kind of interesting. He's very light, too. He's got detail on the back here, but it's not painted. His buffers aren't painted either. He hasn't got a back coupling, which is kind of a shame. But, he's got his number there, which is just Gordon and Henry's numbers put together. The face is printed alright. Got his little lamp there. I don't like that his smokestack is just built into the cab. I kind of wish they would have done it the same as the Adventures one. Not Push Along, I mean, where it sticks out a bit further. I'm surprised he's actually not that much longer than the Push Along. He's definitely way bigger though. Super big, actually. And I think this is he's got kind of a rough matte texture to him. Check that, kind of neat. So his windows down here are printed on, but this one's actually cut out at the top. Good. Also, all these like fence areas are cut out too, unlike the Push Along, which is actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie. He also has handrails molded on the side, which the Push Along doesn't have. Yeah, he's... I don't know. He feels I don't know, he kind of feels squished, but also too big at the same time. I don't know how. Yeah, also because this is literally my second motorized pack, he is the first all-engines all-engines wagon that I've got, so he's the first one with these new wheels. I like him just because they don't have gears on them, so he won't be as loud. But also, like, yeah, I don't know, he's just an odd one. He's also got kind of a weird bottom. I don't know why he's got this, like, texture underneath him. That's interesting. 2021 Mattel. Let's pair him up with something. Yeah, there he is next to good old Toad. Towers over this guy. Let me get him next to an engine, actually. So, okay. Here he is with Percy. But you know what, that kind of works. They're both the same size. I get him with the Chuckmaster 2 Percy. There's quite the difference there. He's massive. God damn. Big Bruno. Yeah, I was hoping I'd have more to say about him, but I really don't. He's just... I don't know, he's... I think really my biggest complaint is just that he's very light. He's got, like, no weight in him. Because I think, like, everything on him is plastic. Because he has, like, plastic axles on the wheels. And they didn't put any metal weights in him or anything. But I'll give it this. Okay, wait. I was gonna say that he feels sturdy, but I can feel him bending. Like when I press on him, so I don't know, he bends pretty easily. I don't want to put too much force on it because I don't want to break him, but you see it. Also, I don't like how they did the coupling. Like, it's just... Yeah. I think they could have worked on this a little more. Right, well, technically, you could get away with Bruno being big in a TTT series because he's based on an American break van, so it would be bigger than typical British stock. I mean, sure, but I would also want him to be able to go through tunnels. And plus, most of the American engines in the TV series, at least, are scaled down to match the British engines, so to have Bruno suddenly be out of scale actually makes less sense. That's just my opinion, though. Oops. Yeah, there's the Percy and Bruno pack. It's alright, I guess. Not great, not terrible. If you really want Bruno, then I'd recommend getting it because you can do on here. But I still think I prefer the push along one. Well, he only fits through the tunnel in the all-around Sodal Deluxe set. Well, I don't have that set. But like I would like him to be in scale with most of what I have. I would like to not buy new things just for new trains. Okay, let me put these guys aside. And then we'll get to opening the big one. Anyway, here we go, the big one. I'll probably end the stream after I'm done with this, by the way. But not like it matters because not many people really stuck around for it anyway. Gordon is the best egg push along in my opinion. Yeah, I like him. Sorry. And I have one right here because I bought two. One to turn into a custom. I think he's a pretty good model. I just wish he had painted buffers like the rest of them. Yeah, it's also cool. They gave him his overhang back. I can't remember the last time Mattel ever made a Gordon which had this. They like to remove that. Anyway, as I said, we are. Nothing a poster can't fix. Fair, but I also don't want to have to buy a toy and then be forced to fix it myself. It's kind of sucky. Oh well. Anyway, Sodal Cup Race pack. I actually did watch the movie that this is based on. Because I watched it with a couple of friends in a Discord call, and big shock, I wasn't really impressed by it. But I decided I'd pick this up just because, hey, I could get some new characters. And I managed to find it for pretty cheap on eBay. And, like, less than the retail price, which is like £45, I think. It got bumped down to like 39 but I still didn't really. I found someone selling it for a little over 20 on eBay, and I bought it. But then, right after I found out that because of Christmas, these things are on clearance for just £20 now. So a bit cheaper than what I paid for them online. I also had to wait for a while to see this because of postal strikes, but whatever. We'll get this open and get my trusty knife. Yeah. I should talk about the box real quickly because this is my first time buying one of these big egg packs. So the cup trophy, yeah, we get the trophy. We get 9 characters and the trophy, or like with some relevance to the story. We also have this picture of them on the back. It's nothing too special. It feels kind of basic, to be honest. I feel like they could have done something a bit more for this. And this doesn't really stand out. I feel like a lot of this is just stock art that they put together. Yeah. Also, they list all the characters up here, and I love how they keep the trend of female characters' names being trademarked for some reason. You can't trademark names, Mattel. Right. But anyway, let's get this open. Oh, it does. Yeah, there's nothing on the sides, by the way, and the bottom's all just licensing info. So let's get it open. Alright, good. Put the knife away, won't be needing that anymore. Table shape. What the? Oh, you can take this background out of the box too. It's kind of neat. Yeah, just like a little field. Nothing too special. I'd have thought they'd put something from the movie in there. I don't know, some racing theme, but whatever. I'm not a professional toy designer. I don't get to make those decisions. Ah, enough. I'll also get the engines out of their plastic prison before I talk about them. And my phone is probably getting very close to dying, so I will have to cut the stream short once I'm done talking about these guys. But oh well. Ooh, don't want to drop anything. Oh no, don't roll off the table, please. No. Okay. Shit. No, nothing got damaged, but I just hit some stuff that was already on my bed. I just want to get it out the way. But anyway, got the Soda Cup pack right here. Right, I'm glad that Egg pronounced Ashima's name right. Yeah. That's interesting how like Egg handled it better than the last show. That's something I gotta get used to though, pronouncing it correctly. But I like it. I watched a clip remake of an episode that had Ashima talking to Gordon from the German of Sodor, and I really liked that scene actually. Like at least that remake of it in Trains. does make me kind of like interested in checking out stuff about it, because honestly, I feel like I could get into it if I just watch stuff that doesn't have the kid characters in it. But, you know, I'm getting sidetracked. Oh, I'm down to 1 viewer. Oh no. Oh well, I'll keep going. We have the trophy right here. It's, James's voice in Egg is amazing. Yeah, I like James's voice. It's cool. Here we have the trophy. Is just a little train with a number 1 on it. Has a little cup at the top. It also has a hole in the bottom, I guess, to clip onto something. It's hollow in the back, kind of bleh. But, oh, a neat little novelty piece, I guess. Oh, I just realized the cup is made out of the funnel. That's actually kind of cute. Also, the printing on the front is actually kind of 3D. Cool. Did you ever make that Who's Afraid of a Few Drops of Rain Halloween short? I never finished filming it. I filmed most of it, but then I just kind of lost interest. I'm thinking of releasing it at some point, just without the audio, and like maybe leaving a link to the script just so people can get an idea of the story, because I'll be honest, I wasn't really that impressed with it. But it'd be kind of a waste just to like leave it unseen, you know. So maybe someday it'll see the light of day. But I'd someone remember some of my other stuff at least. Anyway, moving on to the Sodor Cut Pack. Comes with a standard Thomas. Nothing too special. I've already talked about this before. I'll have to think of something to do with him now. It also comes with a standard Percy. It also comes with a stock standard Kana. What's this? Okay, mine had like a little thing on her face. Yeah, Kana. But it does come with a special version of Diesel. He has a different face. He has a yellow running board, and he has this yellow and orange printing on the side. It's kind of neat. I kind of wish that they would have given us special versions of these 3. But, or maybe something else, like one of the trucks that was in the special. Instead of just like some stock standard engines, but oh well. I guess if you're trying to get into collecting this range, this pack isn't a bad place to start, because then you've got stock models of 3 of the mains. The only thing you're missing is Nia and Diesel. I mean, hell, you get Diesel, but it's a special version, so hey. We also have a stock standard Hero. I did buy a Hero when he was released on his own earlier this year, but some of his paint rubbed off, so I'm kind of glad to have a replacement of this. I'll probably use that other Hero for a custom. But I think Hero is one of the weakest engines in the push-along line, to be honest, because he's very out of scale. He is small. Look at that. He's smaller than Thomas. He's like around the same height. No, he's like around the same height as Kana. So she's a little bit taller, actually. But yeah, Hero is not really an impressive model, but I'm glad to have a new one. Also, he has buffer printing on the front. Well, it's buffer beam printing. They didn't paint his buffers at all. They just left him grey. He doesn't have it on the back, but he does have it on the back of his tender, which actually does have to paint black. But yeah, basically, they didn't do the same thing they did with Emily, which is kind of weird. Also, his wheels are actually kind of metallic, which is pretty cool, I'll admit. But yeah, not the biggest fan of Hero. Anyway, No comments. Now for the real meat of this set, the exclusive characters. Here we have Jif and Gif. Which one's which, actually? Okay, Jif is the blue one. They're both the same, but I'll show you anyway. Kinda neat. They're kind of basic, though. They've got, like, vents on the back. Also a molded tail lamp, some buffers. Kind of hard to see, but they've got lights at the front and also, like, a grate vent thing. They've got these bumps at the top. And, date 2021. There's the face. If it'll focus. It won't focus. Yeah, they've also got all this printing and stuff on the side, and even hollow windows with red plastic, which is kind of neat, kind of funky. Yeah, nothing too special. And here's the other one. Exact same model, but this is yellow instead of aqua. Now, the faces. Okay, the faces are slightly different. They're mirrored, actually. So they can look at each other, although... Yeah, this one has freckles. This one doesn't. It's neat. But apart from that, they are mostly the same. Yeah, I had that right. Not really interested in these two, but they've got a decent amount of weight to them also. But I think let me put them next to Thomas. Yeah, the scaling is also a bit off here too. I think they're supposed to be way bigger. Moving on, the ones I am actually pretty interested in. We have Verona and Frederico. I like these two because they are antagonists. And Egg at least seems to have a thing against having characters with negative traits. So it's kind of neat to, like, have these guys in there to, like, add some variety. Also, I found out recently that canonically they are from Spain. And I like that because I like Spain. I'm glad, but also kind of disappointed we didn't visit Spain in Big World. But whatever, they'd have butchered it. Yeah, I like having Spanish characters. Cool. I kind of want to do stuff with them. I have plans. But they are very wide. They're also squished, because I know in the movie they had like 20 wheels or something. Here they only have 8. So they're very small now, even though they're meant to be adult characters. They're also, again, very short. Very short. Oh god. Oh god. Actually, they're shorter than Hero. Oh no. Man. But anyway, yeah, but I credit where credit's due, they are very heavy. They've got a good amount of weight in them. But, they have pretty much the exact same face. Only this one has eyelashes and, of course, different color eyes. Their paint job is the same, but with the colors inverted. I'll be honest, the yellow plastic for this guy's windows looks kinda ugly. It's like this ugly mustard color. I think they could have done something else with him. Yeah, they have these vents on the back, kind of similar to Kana. Yeah, I guess all electric engines have these vents on them in the show. Actually, no, Diesel has them too. Never mind. A pair of lamps painted there. Also, unlike most of the characters, they have rivets holding their body in instead of screws. Hero does too. He has a single screw, but also rivets. Emily had a rivet too. I'm not. There's no consistency with some of these models. I don't get it. But yeah, that's Verona and Federico. And that's the entire Sodor Cup set. Honestly, it's for what it is not a bad set, I suppose. I didn't like the movie, but if anyone did and wants to get a hold of the new characters, the set's a great way to do it. It's also, for now at least, the only way to do it if you want these guys. That might change in the future, but not sure. Anyway, if you want to pick up the set and you can find it for cheap, I'd say do it. The items in here are actually pretty good quality for what they are. Now let me look at the comments. The reason why Thomas didn't go to Spain and Big World is because it was too much for him /J. Okay. Got any tips on how to remove those little rivet things? Well, you'd have to drill them out. Like, there's really no other way. I guess you also just look up how to do that. I know I'm probably not the best person to ask about like tech tips and DIY stuff and all that. But yeah. Also, actually, I realize. So, Kana's name is trademarked. So is Ferona's. They trademark their names, but not these two. They won't trademark characters who actually don't have names. Are Jiff and Riff real names? Because I don't think they are. I don't know, I don't get Mattel. They did this with Nia, they do this with Rebecca, with Homemade, like... Why is Mattel just on a quest to trademark every girl's name on the planet? I don't get it. My neck. Oh, actually, I realized there's one custom that I forgot to show off earlier. So for the 3 people who've stuck around this long, you get to see it. I made Barry. I think he's a... Yeah, he is a 94 James with Smudge's face. The Tender is the new style Henry, but flipped around, and I used a Dremel to kind of edit the shape a bit back here and move the coal back. I made him number 12 because I have my reasons. I won't go into spoiler territory, but he'll be in Sudric Legends. And also stuff about why I chose an angry face for him. You'll see that eventually. He's a very simple custom, but I'm pleased with it. Which also reminds me, real quickly I will grab him. That's the wrong one. Anyone who has followed me for a while would be familiar with the fact that I've made mid-Sodor engines in Wooden Railway. I made another one. I made Jennings. I found a cheap smudger online. This is the smudger whose face went to Barry. And the James face from that Barry went to this Jennings. I painted the eyes and gave it some freckles. just to differentiate it, and you know, again, it's very basic. Just I spray painted it blue, which I don't normally do for Wooden Railway Custom, but I felt like it, and just did a lot of these details with paint pens. Yeah, Jennings, I'm pleased with it. I hope to make more Missoto engines soon, because they're fun. I like the Trackmaster Oliver you made. Yeah, thank you. I still have it here if anyone wants to see. I still need to get a new face for him, but I'm pleased with it. Ignore the coupling on the back. I'm using the Oliver as storage. This coupling is going into something. But I won't get spoilers. Yeah. Fuck. Tired. But, anyway. Oh, what? Is that a new comp? No. Wait. Oliver is so good. Thank you, Dookie. I do like him. Oh yeah, a work in progress. Trackmaster Custom. This is a Peter Sam that I gave moving side rods. His wheels are kind of stuck though, so I've got to fix that. I think there's something up with the gears. I'm gonna be turning this into something else. It will not be Peter Sam, it will be something else. I want to keep it... well. I mean, there's only so much I can turn it into. It's gonna be a little Barford. I will probably make him sometime soon, but I also want to start giving my Trackmaster engine, my Trackmaster narrow gauge engines moving side rods once I get my collection again, because I don't like the static side rods. They're dumb. Yeah, that's one future project. There's another one. Here's a Thomas shell. The bug fell down and smoke. Wonder what this could be. Ooh. Also, I see my footage is starting to lag. Probably because my phone is nearly dead and I've had it on battery saver mode. But I think now is a good time to call it quits for the stream. Thank you to everyone who stuck around. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all had a good Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever. Hope you had happy holidays. And hope you all have a great new year. Bye, everyone. Bye. Have a good night. Thank you, Dookie. You too. Good night to all of you. Bye. 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 How do I end this again? What do I... Alright. Okay, yeah. Alright, for real. Goodbye, everyone.